Hola, 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 hola. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can hear me. Hold on, I got the wrong camera on. Sorry. One moment, technical difficulty. I was doing all right. And then what did I do? What did I do? I clicked the wrong. Okay. Wrong, 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 wrong. I don't know what I did. It's going to be a moment. I mean, I got to come back in. Can you see me? I'm sure you can. One of these days, she gonna get her technology right. We're gonna try this one again, okay? Can you see, can you see me and hear me? Okay. I was wondering. How about now? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now we see you. Okay. Well, you know what? Everything worked until I looked into the wrong camera once everything came on. I looked at the wrong camera and that was it. Like, what do I do now? Oh, okay. So I'm just doing this for your viewing pleasure. I'm doing it for your viewing pleasure. All right, this one froze. I don't know why it froze, but oh. Y'all see all this I got going on around me? I've been busy. So I'm showing you guys what I've been up to. What has she been doing? Working. Working. See? My little studio. And this is what. So I usually don't show too much. For some reason, when I scroll on the screen, it takes you guys picture off. So sorry, I'm trying to move slow so that you're not dizzy. And then my hand touches the screen apparently and causes it to scroll. Here we go. All right. Whew. All right. I'm here now. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna say hi to everybody. We're gonna do this over again. Hola, 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 hola. Timmy. I feel like I'm stalking you tonight. Don't feel like that. Always come stalk me. Stalk me. Momo says hi. My nuts in the house. Hello, hello, hello. But I only see your lips. Yeah. Y'all got all this mouth action. There's my sissy. Hi, Cats Gallery. Marquita, Kita, Quita. She's in the house. She coming to have a little fun. I know, I have a lot of fun with Marquita's name, but every once in a while I pick on someone that I can really have fun with, and she's so good natured. Rochelle. Y'all know her as Blink It Up. We are going to be tackling a huge crop. Yep, I'm putting it in writing so that nobody can back out. So if you guys are into cross stitch, we are going to be kicking off the new year, giving it a try you might have heard me talk about this before, my Disney project. It's a cross stitch project. You can get a cross stitch for $3-4. I paid $84 for this. And I've tried almost every year at some point, with the exception of this year, to get this done. I bought this in sometime early in 2021. So, so, so with that said, we're gonna give it another. Now I had got going and I was having a good time, and I frogged. I messed up and I had to go back. When that happens, a lot of times you just want to chuck the project and things like that. So don't be shocked if y'all see me working on different color fabric. You know, I mean, I started all the way over. Monette says, don't feel bad, Tia. My keyboard went out, so I have to use my Bluetooth keyboard. Tech probs must be in the air. Gail's in the house. Hi, Gail. So I'm cross stitching and listening. So see, that is what Rochelle is doing right now. She's cross stitching. Good, 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 good. And so I wanted to kick off tonight. Obviously, we always start my hump day happenings with what's the weather like in your area? I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not liking the weather in my area. I don't know what's going on at all whatsoever. Now, y'all know I live in the desert, the heart of the Mojave Desert, and it's dry. You know, we don't get humidity, and yeah, we don't get a lot of cold. We get some. And when it do get cold, it could be cold. Like it could be 50, 55 in the day, and it could be 40, sometimes into the high 30s. That's close to freezing. So that's pretty cold to me. Um, but it just touches down and goes. It's been raining. It's been raining in the desert. I mean, monsoon season, that's June, July, and maybe a little into August. But monsoon season is not November. And it's been raining off and on, like off and on. It rained 2, 3 times last week. It didn't rain twice. It started raining today. I was kind of thrown for a little coup because the sun was out. And we known for having 320 plus days of sunshine per year or more. Out of 365, that's a lot of sunshine. And so the sun came out, no biggie. And then it was like psych and went away. And when it went away, oh my goodness, I'm confused myself. I don't know what happened. But when it went away, the rain came out. And I'm like, it's November. What's going on? I have swam outside at Thanksgiving a few times. So, it's just different. It's different. So, why don't y'all catch me up? What's the weather like in your neck of the woods? And while we do that, I'm gonna chat. And you guys follow it up with what you working on, what you been working on this week. All righty. Dawn says it's 30 degrees. That's below freezing. That's cold. Woo, it's cold. Gail says it's 47 and foggy here. It's 47 where Tammy is. In Maryland, it's 45. It's going down to 39. That's freezing cold. That's a little too cold for me. Looks like we are going to get rain the next couple of days. Oh, it's going to be rain there for the next few days. Well, I'm not sure I'm liking all this rain, but it definitely has been raining. I have on I have fur slippers. My daughter bought them for me, and so I have actually been rocking with that. And my feet, they've been cold. You know, I'm homebound, and so I work when I need to or when I want to. But because I'm homebound, one things that I definitely don't have to do, I don't have to leave. And so I've been home and I'm in the house and I'm free. I've been cold. Like, do I need to turn on? So I don't know what's going on, but this looks really weird. Um, all right, so I'm gonna check the weather. What's the weather like here? It's crazy. Um, whew, I'm not sure. This is Yahoo. I don't use Yahoo, so I don't know what's going. There was an update to this. Is my old phone, because you guys know I got the tablet one now, the one that opens up. The $2,000 one that don't work no different than these. Let's see. It says, whew, it's cold. It's 53 right now. That's cold. That's really cold. So, what was the weather like today? I don't know how to work the weather. Where the weather But and this the other thing, old people trying to get through their technology. I guess it's funny. It's definitely funny to me. I guess I shouldn't have switched the phones over. I should have figured a way. All right. Well, I believe it's in the 70s here during the days. So, which is, kind of crazy. So Matt says a bit damp and pretty cold here at 34 degrees. Oh, that's cold. So, what you're working on? What you're working on? I just wanted to kind of show you guys. Obviously, I have several crafts that I do. And this is November. In November, I do license renewals and things like that. I had to renew some of my independent contract licenses, and I also go through like if we have continuing education and things like that. So November's always a month where my head is just full and foggy. Because of that, sometimes. Mm, mm, so this has been a great week for me to kind of move over from diamond painting and get a little bit more done on the clay pens and things like that. So I know I showcased last week to you guys. I haven't gotten them off. I didn't know if the ladies wanted me to drop ship these. I'll have to reach out to them and find out if they want me to drop ship these or if they want me to just send them to them and then they'll send them out. But as you guys know, well, I'm going to save that for last since y'all just left the show, but they might have told you to come over here. As you guys know, I'm always trying to come up with colors, different colors that will allow me. Let me see. This lighting is horrible as far as what I can see. Different colors that will allow me, just more creativity and things like that. I'm always putting colors and things like that together. This summer, when we were out on our way to our sister's trip, maybe this will help you guys see it a little bit more. I was playing around with some clay, and then these are the colors that I came up with. I couldn't think of a name, and so for the opportunity to name the pen, Rebecca got to pick the pen that she liked. Um, the name that she came up with, I hope you're able to see this. The name she came up with is Sunset Paradise. The one on the left was the pen she selected, and then the one remaining, Honey Bunny J. Rob, she requested. So I just want to know if you guys like this color. And I'm trying to get a little bit closer so you can see it maybe without the light. If you guys like the color, and if you like the color, just trying to get it so you guys can see it. This is the one that kicked it off. All right. Was that big enough or we needed it bigger? Trying. Is that it? Rebecca, that's your pen. Remember it? It's been sealed and it's going to be coming your way. No, it's not your Christmas gift. I don't want you. But this is Sunset Paradise and this is J. Rob's. So I appreciate that help on that. I am horrible at the names. Horrible at the names. So whenever someone gives me a name, most of them have all gotten pens. All the ones that have named a pen, they got their pen. So, but I love the name. Again, that's Sunset Paradise. And so those will become coming. J Rob will probably get hers when she gets, if she wants me to send out these. These are the pens that I told you guys about. This was the new color. And this is the new Sparkle All the Way. So last year for the collab Sparkle All the Way, we used the pen that Lizzie designed. That pen is called Cotton Candy Delight. She didn't name the pen until this year. Okay. Anyway, I showed you guys these briefly. They weren't done. I hadn't sealed them yet. And so I'm showing them to you like this so that not only can you see, you know, up close like the coloring and things. It's lavender, it's pale blue, it's a mint green, and then it's a, I think it's like carnation pink or something like that. So these are this is the Sparkle All the Way pen, okay, in case you guys are wondering. And these, the same thing, Sparkle All the Way, these are the ones that are being given away. I think that Rhonda also asked for a gift card. I don't know if that's going to be a part of the grand prize, but if you guys are participating in Sparkle All the Way, these are the Sparkle All the Way pens. I believe 2 of them, these 2, are the giveaway items. And then there'll be a gift card as the 3rd item from PalmPal pens. So I want to show you guys those. New color. Showed you guys this. It is up and running. It's about to go. Let's see if you guys can see it any better this way. Looks like it's a little bit better when I do it this way. New color, no name. So if you guys give me a name that I go with, and I don't know why, but same color, you know, colorization, but different marbling. Unfortunately, all the pens, they come out differently because of how they're marbled. So, new pen, no name. Again, if you guys are interested in helping name a pen, I just want to show you guys this. Maybe if I hold it like that, there we go. By the tip, you can see it a little bit better. I'm working these arms out today, boy. Yes. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. Again, new pen, no name. So if you guys are interested, that would definitely be a great idea. And the colors on here are Galaxy Blue, pale blue. No, is this the mint? I believe that this is the mint, and then purple and silver. So here, obviously, as I said, you can't, I'm not able to ever kind of determine in advance how the marbling is going to come out. So they do come out different each and every time. And then this old favorite right here. And this is, let me see if I'm getting it over. Mermaid's Kiss. Mermaid's Kiss. And that is metallic purple. That is teal blue, silver, and then I have like a glass transparent in there. Gail sound like she want the pen, y'all. I like that. Midnight Dreams. Sound like that's going out to Gail. Midnight Dreams. Oh, that as a galaxy look, I would call it sparkly galaxy dream. I still like midnight. I don't know why, because it's dark, you know, and it looked like midnight going up into, I like Midnight Dreams. Just to give you guys another idea of a pen. You guys probably have seen this a lot. A few of you probably have won one. This was named after Rhonda. She named the pen, and this is Dip and Glow. She named it after Dipper. The pen does glow in the dark. So that clear that you see, that's actually glow in the dark. And that is fluorescent pink. It looks like it's green, gold, red, and like sparkly black. It looks like that. But I do have a pen that I was calling Purple Rain. And Matt, I changed it to Purple Haze. That sold out at the retreat in June. So I haven't made any more, but it's like 3 or 4 different colors purple. Um, Here goes some of my usuals. Here's another view of Dip and Glow. I did something a little different on these. If you can see, I put like a different this resin came already with like glitter and stuff in it, and it darkens. Let's see if I can show you guys an example. It kind of darkens the pen. Obviously, I'm showing you guys this. Hopefully you don't lose too much interest. I'm just showing you what I've been working on, and there is a catch to it. So I'll show you in a second. I don't know if you're able to see these too, but this smaller one right here on the left, this pen has more of a tint to it. Not only is it sparkly, but it looks like it darkened the pen up a little than this one. And I'll show you what I mean. Let me see. These two right here, these are blinging in the new year. And maybe you can see the difference. This one looks more like, I don't know, muted. And this one's more vibrant in color. Same pen, same color choices. So this is how, when you seal it with something different, sometimes it can come out. This has like a gold glitter in it, glitter flecks. And so it darkened the pen a little. Let me see if I can get it to show like this. Can you see? It's trying to pick up my background, so I do apologize. Are you able to see those distinctions? I have a green one also. That one, Splish Splash. And maybe you'll be able to see the difference in these. Maybe not. These are candy apple spice. No, spiced candy apple. Sorry, I'm not looking at my menu. Spiced candy apple. Man Bun named these pens. You guys will probably see him on one episode of Blinging in a New Year, where he kind of updates us and shows us what he's been working on. And gives us tips and ideas on some of his latest. And then this is the pen right here. Tried to switch it out, but this is Love is in the Air. This one right here has like a glitter hue. And then this one is just regularly sealed. Are you able to see the difference? So, coming to you guys, because I'm really wanting to know, do the ones with, the little tint, do they look better than the ones without the tint? What do you think? Obviously they look more sparkly. And they look fun when they're held independently by themselves. But, when they're up against the same exact one, is it better? This one right here is one of my favorites. This one is called Antique Romance. And this one right here was my Bridgerton pen. It reminds me of, just like antique. It's it's definitely more beautiful. I mean, I can't see it rendering because I'm trying to get you out of the shadow, but definitely a beautiful pen. And that is I think it said pink rose. I have a pen. It's called Tiffany Sandy Beaches matte. Definitely no, and it does remind me of Tiffany's. It's more because this one is more like a soft mint, and the other one is definitely like it's the color, actual color of Tiffany, like Tiffany blue. And then you guys know this one right here is made up of like all of my favorite colors and things. I'm just showing you again 2 different ways that they marble. Same pen, same color choices. This is Butterfly's Delight. And that was last year's #1. Antique Romance was 2023. Everybody wanted. So just showing you guys these because obviously you guys will be able to win Sparkle All the Way pins. Some things that I'm working on for Christmas is I'm doing a Christmas collection of where you'll be able, some lucky viewer, and I'm going to try and run a contest. I don't want it to be purely about chance and things like that. But one of my lucky viewers, you guys are here tonight, you will know that you'll get an opportunity to win a collection. So obviously there'll be several of my pens and you'll have them. You can use them on display. You can change them up like you change your canvas, your mood, your outfit. You guys know I'm a Croc collector. And I got a Croc set of Crocs for almost every outfit that I wear. I'm up to 19 now. I do the same thing with my watch bands and things like that, with my butterfly. I try and make it match my mood. And so there won't be anything wrong with doing the same when it comes to when do you sell your pens. Right now, I've been selling them through instant message. Like people message me through Facebook all the time, Instagram also, but mostly Facebook. Obviously, I've had an opportunity this year, especially once I got my touch back. I lost my touch for a little while. But once I got my touch back, I had the opportunity to start to build inventory and to kind of work with different colors and see how different mediums and things can maybe reflect in the pens and things. I noticed some of the clays, I don't know if recipes have changed in the clays that you purchase, which, could be the issue. I am up to 450 rolls of washi tape. I may be a slight addict. That's great. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you. So make sure you stay tuned because I do play with clay for 2 reasons. One, I started because I definitely needed a way to cut, to help keep my hands working and things because I was starting to get arthritis in my wrist. And I went to school for court reporting and used to do lots of transcription and things. So, for us to start to have issues with our wrist and our hands, most of us were told to get coverage for our hands and things so that anything happened, we would still be covered career wise. And so it's no, it's not, news to me that, I had arthritis and things like that forming in my wrist and in my fingers. And one of the best ways to combat that and overcome, chronic pain and stuff, not only to take some good medication, But also, to manipulate them more and get used to, working them out and stuff. So that does help cut down on the pain. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start getting into playing with clay. I started on the wrong kind of clay. Definitely started on the wrong kind of clay. But, my sis, Crashly, she got us going at a retreat and she really helped me overcome some hurdles. And I fell in love with clay at that point. It wasn't just, a chore that I have to do to, work out some kinks. It actually became fun. But, like I say with diamond paintings, we don't do all of this crazy crafting for nothing. We're not sitting around all the time with a ton of items. We want to give the stuff away and do something with the stuff. So obviously I started to work on pens. I remember my bestie Billy, he started working on pens and he got really good at doing patterns, and I started marbling. And then, as you know, my sister Crashly, she does a lot of like florals. She does a lot of different designs. She has tried all kind of. She worked with those decals. I tried to do it. I couldn't even get the decals to come apart. But she's really good, informative, and she will pay it forward. So she has given me lots of tips and things that I've used in trying to get my pens up. And one of the most fun for me is definitely marbling and, just maneuvering and manipulating the clay itself. But with that said, I don't want to have a whole bunch of pens just sitting around and stuff. So I do, offer them for giveaways and I sell pens also. So I've been trying to get to a point where I built up enough inventory. They do, fly hot off the presses. They sell pretty quickly once they're up and running. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned and you'll be, kind of checking me out over the holiday. But that is one of the things that you will see, kind of coming in is definitely more pins. What has Billy been up to since? I love me some Gail. Boy, do I love me some Gail. I haven't spoke to him in a couple of months. I gotta call him. Um, he still crafts. He doesn't do his channel. He was on TikTok. If a few of you have caught him on TikTok, but his hours changed at work. Once his hours changed, I just haven't had an opportunity. I have your DoorDash. Please come to the front door. Okay. Look at that, y'all. Gail, get to work. um and so he his hours changed. Once his hours changed, obviously you guys know his biggest goal was that, he wanted to be close to his grandkids and stuff. How about Spark of Joy? Spark of Joy is cute. I like that as well. What colors are you thinking when you say Spark of Joy? So I have some other colors that they ugly to me. I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere with these. Let me see. Maybe maybe you can help with them, but I don't know. We'll see. Now this one, anyway, let me finish up with him. He was babysitting. He was helping babysit his grandkids because his daughter, she was rebuilding her house. And because she was building a house, not rebuilding, building a house, he was going to help so that they can double up on work and things, to try and put like down payment and things like that. So he helped out in the way that he could, switch his schedule around, babysitting the grandkids while mom and dad, his daughter and son-in-law, were doubling up with work and stuff. They figured if they could get this done in 1 to 2 years, by the time it was time for the grandkid, the last one, to kind of head off to school, then, they would be able to at least kind of alleviate some of their debt, and kind of relax a little while they have somebody else. In other words, if he get too old and too sick, they don't have to feel bad because they only did it for a year or two. That's how I took it. Anyway, I like that. You said black gold, burgundy, and emerald green. I think I have a pack of those colors already together, wondering if I could do something with it. So here's one. This I already had her name a pen, but this is purple, orange. I believe that is glitter white, and I'm trying to think. I think that's just regular green. And yeah, no, this forest green. I think this forest. No, it don't look forest. It might just be regular green. Regular schmegler green. You guys be the judge. I'll have to go back and look and see if I wrote it down. I believe I did, but it's regular orange. Obviously, it's purple. Um, it might be green or forest green. So the forest green is a little bit darker. These are all Sculpey colors also, and that might either be pearl or frost white glitter. So it reminds me of when I was in New Orleans and everybody was buying that king cake. And I'm waiting on a parade to come along. So that I was like, I feel like those colors are already done. And then this right here, I couldn't come up with anything, but this is um that's rose gold. It don't look rose gold, maybe because it's next to a primary red, a primary yellow, and then that's black. This is glitter that I put in the clay before I tried to marble them together. So you said this one, Emerald Crush. Don't it remind you of New Orleans? Bump, 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 like right at Mardi Gras. And then this one. So I couldn't come up with these colors. I was like, what was I thinking? Ugh. Anyway, that's how I do my colors. I put them next to each other. When you put the colors next to each other, it still doesn't help because sometimes the when you put them in the oven, the heat may cure it, into a darker or a lighter aura. So sometimes it's a little bit difficult for me. But what they look like in the packet. This is the colors how they come in a packet. And so what it might look like here may look different. These are the colors that are in Antique Romance. So that was the one pen that I told you that was 2023. Everybody was wanting to buy Antique Romance, so I sold a lot of those. Let's see, back over to I really do like Spark of Joy. I got to figure something. And the black gold, burgundy, and emerald green. Um, those I like those colors also. I like where you're going with that, Don. He's a good dad. He definitely is. Kayleen says Spark of Friendship, black gold, burgundy, and cream. Okay. Emerald Crush. I like that. Spark of Freedom. I do have one that I haven't officially named. That would be ideal for a Spark of Freedom. Obviously, the colors are red, white, and blue. And then obviously you see this little patch of silver and things like that. So that one right there. But that one, I figured it would have something to do with like freedom, freedom reign, or something like that. Um, Matt says, I was thinking kind of Miami, something in the region, but yes, New Orleans for sure. Yes. That's what I see. I mean, when I was there earlier this year, I got there a week before Mardi Gras, and I was leaving out for a cruise. I was there 2 days, and we went to the cruise, and we came back, and we stayed with Sweets. Told you she already named the pen. That's why I can't name that pen after her. But we stayed 2 more days, and that was all that I saw. King cake everywhere, all over New Orleans. Everybody loved king cake. And when we got to the airport, they had even bigger boxes. Like, how we gonna fit this on? Y'all barely let us on the plane with what we have. So, but king cake is what that pen just kind of, reminds me of that, Mardi Gras type New Orleans vibe. A whole spark of line of pens. I like that. Alec Matthews, welcome. Democrats, Trump pointed out Epstein in 26 when he ran. He was the first to talk about it. Oh, well, there we go. Gail, they're giving you some work to do tonight, Gail. Thank you for that. Marquita says, how about name a pen, a mother's love? Oh, that's beautiful. That would be difficult to try and culminate into one. I wonder if that would be something I would do, like one kind of mix of colors on and mix them and hmm, that's beautiful though. Hey Don, hi Tammy. That baby creepy. He's something else. Matt is something else, y'all. um, so with that said, those are the definitely the things that I've been working on. That's what I've been working on. And not a lot of you got PalmPal pens and friends. Thank you. Not a lot of you guys showed what you've been working on. So obviously the pens, that's the other thing I want to do. Let me show you guys how to officially hold the pen. So my first iteration of pens, if you can kind of check my hand, I sealed them with polyurethane, which you can. You can always seal with polyurethane. There's no issue there. Boom, you're great. But the oils on your fingertips, it can kind of break down the surface over time. So two things happened with my first edition pens. One, we found out that not everybody has the same pressure that they apply to pens. Some people are heavy pressers. And when I say heavy, I mean they press heavily, which over time, I call these valleys. Over time, you're applying pressure in the valley. Now they are there so that your hands can have comfort, while you're sitting and resting, relaxing, or in between, or, getting your drills and stuff. I usually rest my fingers here while I'm shaking my drills and stuff. But again, it's a valley and it's here for you to kind of rest and, or if you're not too heavy a presser, it is a great place for you to kind of hold your pen. Okay. If you are a heavy presser, you're going to want to focus on the heel. Okay. You want to focus your pressure on the heel. That way, when you press down, you're not applying the pressure in the valley and therefore cracking it. Now, I haven't heard that you could mix the color gold and white. That's true. So, and the reason why I go over this maybe once or twice a year is because inevitably we'll have someone with a heavy pressure point, and instead of using a heel, they're pressing in the valley, and they'll say something like, "Oh, my pen, cracked." I haven't heard that, but the first iteration of pens, which weren't sealed with resin, resin, it does, unfortunately, it hardens and it feels like glass. So a lot of times people are like, "Are you sure that's a clay pen?" They're made out of clay. They're not made out of like acrylic glass or anything like that, but they are sealed with resin. And so that does help strengthen them. And I do use a different clay now than I used back then as well. So hopefully that kind of helps you guys better understand, one, how to use a PalmPal pen, two, how to get the most comfort out of it, and three, that they're cost efficient, which means you can buy several of them. You can buy a collection for probably the cost of a couple of acrylic pens. And that's why I do it, so that you have, more affordable options. See, Matt, I told you I was going to help you find some money. So instead of spending $100 on a couple of pens, $100, you could probably get a whole set of PalmPal pens for that. So, but yeah, just kind of making sure that I get it out because next week is Black Friday. Yes, it is. Now, I will be going live next Wednesday. And hopefully, you guys will be giving me some great ideas. But next Wednesday, what I would like is for you guys to I'm probably going to try and have my Thanksgiving done. But for you guys to kind of give me ideas on how you're going to be spending your holiday. Are you sure? What do they think else coming? Let me put that up. I want to get that. Okay, are you sure? What do they think? Elves come in and make them while you sleep? um, I'm not sure. They might. uh the spark of you like that. That's true, Kayleen. Michelle Hunter did come up with that. She came up with quite a few. Um, so what I will, say is next week. Not sure how you guys spend your holiday, but be ready, and I'm going to have a holiday kickoff of sorts that I want to go over with you guys, just to kind of get you guys all excited. Um, that's what I've been working on. That's what I have. How far have I gotten? I have this much up here left to go. I've gotten the flower. Again, I didn't do a lot this week. I'm still having fun. And I tried twice to come in and kind of work on the canvas. But I just felt like, let me go ahead and finish up my pins, and probably have to do like you see other crafters do, and give myself like certain days of the week where I'm doing things. So I think that might be, a good idea. um, Next up, we talk about what you got. Let me see. You guys definitely know that the holiday is coming. And because the holiday is coming, if did you guys check out my video? I just want to make sure y'all seen. Do you? Oh, y'all just don't know. So I record the video. Y'all know how I feel about unboxings. I don't do them, and mainly because I don't want my face to give away something. It may give something away inadvertently, and I don't want my face to ever do that. I've done that, not that it was inadvertent, um but I didn't take the opportunity to kind of look at, ooh, this part right here is pretty. I like that. Sorry, it caught my eye. um I like to take the opportunity to be purposeful and intentional with the message I'm conveying. So, and good word choice. I think that might be another way to say it. So if I do an unboxing and I show my face, and like I'm wrinkling my nose up, there might be a portion, but I wouldn't want my face to misconvey that this is how I feel about maybe the entire thing. So that's why I'm mindful, very mindful of boxes. I've done one on camera. I thought it was a good idea. I really thought it was a good idea. It was not. It was one of the worst ideas I've ever had. But they got all of the facial expressions. You saw. Oh, thank you. You did a great job. So much better than that Advent one. Exactly. Um, I had a professional setup too. I had my camera right in front of me, and I almost killed myself. I hit my head on the stand. Got to come up with a better way. It was hilarious. Everyone was reaching out to me, sis, and so it wasn't a good idea. That's all. I thought it was, but it wasn't. And I'm like, I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this live on my show. It just came in. I can't wait. Oh, that was not a good idea. Whoo, there was stuff in that, and the new one came out. And a couple of y'all reached out to me like, Tia, you gonna get it? No, I'm not. I'm still making up for the last one. Your video was great. Thank you, Michelle. So I make this video. I'm like, this time around, I'm not gonna show my face. I'm gonna show the product. Um, y'all, did y'all see the product? It was good. It was like, so um my last capture by radius, I don't remember the green organza. I definitely don't remember the green organza. So off the bat, y'all hear, because I love green. So I'm kind of glad, again, I don't want nobody to think I was being over the top, but whoo, that organza. And then they had the toolkit in the green organza also. So it was good. I really quickly was like, let me just go ahead and shoot it, show it, and then, upload the video. I thought it was going to take me 30 minutes, maybe an hour. It took me like 9 hours. I'm not lying. Trying to get the words up. The one where the words went around? Didn't even mean to do that. It looked cute, so I left it. um, Trying to get the words up first and foremost. This stupid laptop that I kept telling you guys, oh, I got a laptop. Oh, I'm so happy. This laptop is not even 1 month old. And it doesn't do anything. It's like I couldn't even get into Canva on the laptop. So I had to use, I told you I got that. I had to use that. So if you guys thought the video was great, these big old fingers was doing all of that. You know how hard it is to tap on a picture and try and get the picture to come up so you could type the message on there? Whew. Working out was working out. So I'm glad the video came out. I got a lot of, when I would mess up, I would scrap the whole project and start again. I started knowing, how I felt like I really worked in the broadcast room. I knew like the timestamp. Nope, that one was at 4 minutes 14 seconds 32 milliseconds. I got to make sure it stopped right there. I had really got to to the milliseconds. So that didn't work out. Scrapped that, kept going. So I'm glad that y'all got the video. I got it out on the day, like me, Tima, and Sis. We recorded our videos all on the same day. J. Rob said she was going to go first, and she told us what time hers was set to release. I just knew mine needed to release sometime that day. Whew, I worked it out, y'all. I'm a miracle worker because y'all saw my video the same day. It's a good thing I don't have no job. Have you guys ever done something y'all like to hell with it? I'm done, and just like got up, really walked away, scared everybody. Yeah, I was sitting there like, I gotta contribute. I gotta do my part. I don't. You ever seen that commercial? Oh, I need a V8. I didn't want everybody walking around crooked. I still gotta watch T-Moz. Might have to take notes. I'm pretty sure we all said something different, Matt. The gist of what you should have got is that my canvas that I showcased is the one I'm working on for blinging in the new year. Hi! And Captured by Radiance has offered a code. You guys can either buy one of our canvases that we highlighted in our video, or you can use the code, that was another thing I had to correct in that. I thought I saw Blitney. She said Bitney. Blinging, Bitny. Bitney. Blinging in the new year, 26. That's the code. I think I put it correctly in the video. And you guys can use it to shop their current inventory because new releases won't be included, and get 20% off. Now, what I'm going to tell y'all, run, run, run fast as you can, because you remember they have those mystery boxes. They have 3. They have one at like the 105, the 107, 214, and 320 something, I believe, are the prices, US dollars. So make sure if you gonna buy, get over there, because I believe the last person I spoke to that purchased one of the mystery box, they did use the code and got a discount. So get over there, sign up for a mystery box, get you a handful of canvases at a price that's affordable for you, and still use a discount code. There you go. They are both beautiful. Yes, they are. Snickers bar. Matt said, yeah. Didn't T-Ma, let me see what T-Ma did. I haven't spoke to her in 2 days. Didn't T-Ma get into blinging ideas and stuff though? That's what I need notes for. So Tima, I believe she was going to do like an enhancement. So her and Cheryl, that's what they do. That's their, stick. They come up with these enhancement ideas, and you're able to purchase it already and know where to plug it in. Because that's one of the first things that people say, I wouldn't know where to begin to kind of add bling and enhance, the canvas a little bit more. So you can buy a kit and create it the way that it's come, or you can get creative and you can come up with some ideas on your own, or you can head over to DP with Sparklers and you can purchase one of their enhancement kits. Now they already give you the suggestions, that's free, and you're able to download that in PDF form. Maybe you can use a few of those to come up with some concepts or ideas on your own. Then, after you get your canvas, come back here into DP with Sparklers and DP Addiction Adventures. Come January, we are going to be doing Blinging in the New Year 2026. This is our 6th year that we are going to be helping people just kind of add some creativity and joy to their canvases. I do think that that's the fun part, is when you can add something unique about your own canvas, kind of make it your own. Because, we all buy these canvases and we get them home. Remember, I told y'all the story about all of us unboxing and doing unboxings of the same? You don't even have to worry about that when you customize and add your own little sparkle and flair. She is doing her enhancement kit, plus she is doing some extras on top of it. Look at that. Look at that. So, Marquita says yes. So it is a fun time of the year. Obviously, we're gearing up for that. Right after blinging in the new year, we kind of kick off with some fun. We kind of relax back. We are in the throes of winter. It's cold. So who you cuddling up to? Obviously, I'm saying that from a singles perspective. You guys have tried to help me. I guess she just wasn't open to the idea unless we was on a cruise. She was probably the most popular person on that cruise. Um, but we kind of deep dive and we get to know some of your favorite couples in the community. So in the diamond painting community, they could be creators, they could be some of our loyal subscribers. We have them on the show and we ask them not only how they met and who, we ask all kind of questions. Who's the most aggressive? Who hit on who? What red flags that you had to overcome? We've asked those questions in the past. And then we still ask them about their crafting side. If they have a business that involves, crafting, how do they, take time out for one another? Or, what both of their likes and dislikes, and is this a craft that they do together? So we have a lot of fun with that. That's Love is in the Air. It's very, very popular and it's grown so much. So a lot of fun, a lot of fun. Now I do participate in the Get Your Weird on as weird as I can go. That's usually in March. That's my sister Crashly and our big sis, J Rob. And then we come back in April. Yes, we do. And we hit you guys up with Splish Splash Spring Bash. So lots of excitement coming up. We are about to be very, very busy. We're going to hit you guys up with some fun January, February, March, and April. Yeah. So let's see. Back over, it says I usually end up adding to the enhancement suggestions lately. You're an enhancement addict and you always need more. So Matt, you definitely probably want to tune in the night when Man Bun comes on. He's an enhancement addict as well. He loves adding flair, fervor. He's gotten really, really good at blending. I like how he blend in shadows. He's blending in makeup. He's blending in, like patterns. He added a pattern to and he'll be able to show it off, but he's adding in patterns and you can see textures and stuff on a 2D flat surface. That's amazing creativity, and he's just doing it by using different mediums, the different types of enhancement beads and stuff that she comes up with. So I love that. This is going to be my third year doing blinging in the new year. Look at that. Welcome along. Welcome to the lot of bling side Matt. In the meantime, teach Lizzie to say splish splash spring bash. So Lizzie hates the name. We were coming close, and I'm like, look, we got to come up with a name for this second collab, and she couldn't come up with anything. So I said, let's call it Splish Splash Spring Bash, and she was like, why the name have to be so long? She's never, I don't know if she's ever said it right. She tries though every time she messed it up. So y'all should catch her. We should do a bingo about it. And catch her on how many times she says it wrong. So that's what we have coming up. Obviously, I, I'm still trying and it's just not working. So I'm gonna let it go. But like I was telling you guys, I was trying to get this laptop to be able to show you guys, and it just, I don't know why, but it just keeps kicking me out. It keeps kicking me out. Yeah. Anyway, you guys know the deal. I talk about Dreamer Designs Captured by Radiance, craftingandcrimedaily.com. What others? I usually talk, obviously we talked about PalmPal pens. Sorry, I was a little selfish tonight. It's holiday time. I got a birthday coming up. So I figured think about me. Um, other than that, I've tried. I was trying to get this to come up. It's not coming up. It's not coming. I hate this laptop. I swear. I hate it. I can't be mad because I only paid like I think it was $132 or something. Like it was on sale for $159. I thought it was a good price. Like, woo, that's what happened when you cheap. Don't be cheap. I don't know what is going on and where it came from, but I can got cheap. So I saw the 159 and I'm like, I'm gonna put this in my cart. But I didn't go back and finish shopping. And you know how they come and find you? They came and found me and was like, ma'am, you left something in your cart like I left the store. I'm at home on my phone. How you find me? But they did. Anyway, they said I left something in my cart. I believe it's the next day. It might have been 2 days later. But the price is like 119 or something like that now. I'm like, oh, that's a good deal. No, it wasn't. That's why the price was so, it was cheap. Trash. I'm not gonna name the name of the laptop, but it don't do nothing but freeze up. There's a problem there, right? There's a problem there. And that's what I get. Cause I took that bait. Like, they're gonna give me an instant discount. So instead of paying 159 plus sales tax and having it delivered, I pay 119 plus sales tax. And you know how you had a grocery? They wrong for this. They so wrong for this. I have Walmart Plus. And so I order groceries and they deliver them. And I just go to the door, pick them up. Boom. Right? Expensive for a potato. It's all right. I'm gonna ship this to my mama and let her have the headache. She don't need nothing that run too fast and give her too many things to do anyway. And she'll probably fix it and figure it out. Um, it's I'm sorry. I gotta say this. It's a Chromebook. And that might be the problem. I probably need a hard drive. And I probably need an operating system or something. Go figure. Um, but I get it. And just like how I order my groceries, they brought it to the door, knocked, asked for my little code. I got this kid. I'm not sure what's going on, but here's the new thing. I guess this is new. This is 2025. You gonna give me a tip? I'm like, what? What? Wait a minute. When did we start asking for tips? Like, He was young though. I don't know. I don't know if he was over 20 and he asked for a tip. What do y'all think about that? Is that that's so uncouth to me. I don't know. Um Now, if you climb stairs and you have like I just told you I ordered my groceries and we have liquids delivered. I think that's rude too. I couldn't believe it. We have liquids delivered, we have water, so I usually will pay one for the express delivery. And then two, I tip in advance when I'm having water delivered. And I'll usually tip more than whatever their highest one. You know how they got the auto button, so 22% or something like that. It's usually a lot more than that because I appreciate that there is somebody that's willing to climb. I have an elevator, by the way, but a lot of them they don't know there's an elevator because they don't go all the way in. Which I don't know why, but the elevator is behind the stairs. So you have to go past the stairs on the first floor. Then the elevator is in there. And so a lot of them don't use it because they don't know. So I do have it saved in my note, but that requires them to read the note. How many of the delivery drivers read the notes that you guys leave? We order canvases all the time. We order canvases, we order storage containers, we order pens, we we order drills. If there's a note to be sent to the delivery drivers, do they read your notes? For whatever reason, mine don't. They don't. Whoever delivered for Diamond Art Club, and I've only lived here 2 years, whoever delivered for Diamond Art Club, they get this order wrong all the time. So much so, they reached out to me a month or so ago and said, "Y'all, you want us to just go ahead and have them ask you to sign for it?" Yeah, we should have been doing that. Like, you know, because they got tired. You guys remember I was upset. My package got lost. I didn't know where it was. If they don't read the notes, they deserve the stairs. I agree. It's really easy though. It's asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. I don't know why, but I do things in three. It's three asterisks. We have an elevator, all in caps, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. So if you don't see my note, yep, you do. You deserve to take the stairs, especially if you have two cases of 40 pack of water. That's that's me, and 2 gallons of milk. Yep. Pile them up on top of one another and climb the stairs if you don't see all of that. FedEx is who deliver for Diamond Art Club. And they will I ask them every time. I literally say second floor, second door on the left. I don't know how you can get that wrong. I mean, if obviously if you don't know your left from your right. That's it. We got an elevator. So that could be throwing them off a little bit. But they always take it to my neighbors. And my neighbors that started keeping the stuff. Come here. They kept one. The second one went to their house. I went and knocked on the door. Hello, hey, how you doing? Do you know what this is? Give it here. It don't even have your name on it. But I mean, I could see if you knew what it was, trying to get away with something. You don't even know what it give it here. Took my diamond painting and left. But I shouldn't have to do all of that. So that's the other thing. These delivery drivers, they don't read the note. They don't read the note. They don't read the note. I say that because we're coming into that time of the year where I might have to go pick my stuff up. I may have to go pick it up. I may have to go either to Washington or to Canada for Captured by Radiance. I already know Dreamer Designs is in Canada as well, but I hear they have a U.S. Warehouse. I just need to find out where it is because I may have to go pick my stuff up. I've had to go to my neighbors. See, this is not acceptable. I've had to go to my neighbors for my chewy package. I have bears in my area. Um, See, that's not right. We shouldn't have to do that. Don't tempt and don't test. But I get it, I do. Because I gave it a try. And you guys know I drive Uber, Lyft. I drive for two other companies also. And you can do that is right. So rude. Um Through Uber, you can do Uber Eats. That requires one, you can do food delivery or you can do package delivery. I mean, you go pick up, you'll be a carrier or courier, sorry about that, a courier of sorts. So if somebody leaves their purse at a restaurant, they don't feel like going back to get it, they can call Uber and request that they do a courier service for them. That means you're going to pick up the purse and you're delivering it to the person who placed the order for it. Okay. So you do courier service or you can do grocery delivery. You should have seen me up in there. Now I don't buy I don't go shopping for my own. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was in there losing weight against my will, y'all. I'm telling you, I was trying my hardest to get this shopping done. I don't know where nothing is. Somebody gave me a $300 grocery order. I thought I was going to be there for 6 hours. Like, what is going on here? These shoulders weren't cut out for this. Somebody come help me. I'm like, what is going on? So, two different kinds of cheeses, two different kinds. I'm like, what? If you like this kind of cheese, what do you need this for? I was so mad. I was so mad. I get up to the counter, bring everything through. All I got to do is hold the phone up and go blink, and it pay for it. And the message popped up on the screen. And the message said, which one of the orders are you paying for first? Are you serious? Like, I was shopping for three different people, didn't even know it. So I'm telling you, I don't know if that one was for me. I don't know if that contract is for me. What y'all think? Would you ever do a delivery job? And if so, what's up?
I didn't know you were still on there.
I am.
Sorry.
You gonna say hi?
Just tell them I said hello.
I'm pretty sure they can hear you.
Okay. Sorry.
That is so true. They don't read at all. I think my Dreamer Designs comes from Las Vegas. I hope so. I don't know. I bought my shopping cart for Dreamers Designs back in Rebecca said we hear you. um uh I bought my shopping cart for Dreamer Designs in, I want to say, was that March, April? I was It was around the time when I had first just came back from the cross stitch cruise. I believe that might have been April. Starting to get a little bit better, and I wanted to use that. I bought me some stuff that I felt like were real good, feel good moment type canvases. So I don't recall where the warehouse was and how long those took to come in. But my next shopping cart, I've been telling you guys this over and over, is definitely going to be Captured by Radiance because I finally put enough of those campuses in my cart, and all of them that are in my cart are still available. So I figured before Black Friday come, and while they still have these deals going on, if you guys watch my unboxing, you guys know they have a nice code right now that you can use to get 20% off. So if you're interested in purchasing a canvas, for blinging in the new year or love is in the air, obviously you don't have to buy the canvas that I unboxed or the one that J Rob or Tima unboxed. You could purchase something else and still use it for blinging in the new year. And I know a lot of you, you try and pick a canvas that's going to represent all of of the collabs that you're going to want to work on. That way you're working on one and you're just showing your progress pics. So those are great ideas. Also, make sure you guys use Bitney 26 for 20% off your Capture by Radiance purchase. And again, it's not just for the collab canvas that you saw the three of us unbox. Uh, you said, oh yes, Capture by Radiant Squares are top notch. That is something that they announced a few months ago. We announced it on our Morning Laugh show that they were offering a lot of the diamond paintings that you guys see now on their website. If you see them in round, they are now coming in and available in square as well. Okay, so if you're someone like me who prefers squares and you might see something you're like, I love that, except it's a round. I'd rather do that in a square. Now you'll have the opportunity. Just go ahead and let them know. Some of them I even see the toggle. But mine I had to put the request in when I sent the email, and then it came in squares. So hopefully that was information that was new, near, and dear to you. Thank you very much for that. So before I go, just wanted to recap. Obviously, nobody. I asked this 2 or 3 times, but nobody told me what they was working on. I've been talking about what I was working on, but I don't remember seeing what y'all worked on. Tammy says that's what kids use in school, Chromebook. It's horrible. It's like I don't know what's going on. I remember when they came out, I'm like, oh, that's a great idea. But I realized why kids use them in school because they don't have no power. They don't want you doing nothing. Look up the homework, put it on a notepad, and that's it. Because that's pretty much all I think you have, enough graphic power to use. Matt says, yeah, that seems to be the thing now. Ridiculous, in my opinion. All tipping culture is jacked up here anymore. Yeah, I didn't kind of like it. Obviously, tipping for me, I pulled up, not to cut myself off, but to stay on the topic. I pull up to, I'm going to name the name because unfortunately, this is where it occurred at. Tropical Smoothie. I pull up, going to get me a pomegranate plunge. It's my favorite. If we're ever out somewhere, that'll make me happy. So I'm getting myself a tropical smoothie, and before they bring me, now this is a window. I went through the drive-through. Okay, they asked me when they handed me the toggle. I don't even have the drink. If I want a tip, they said you can look down there on the screen. You can select one of those 3 options, or you can hit no tip. And I'm thinking, why would all you doing is work in the window. Like, are you even the person that's going around the back to make it? If you are, you inside. What did you come to work to do? So when I always thought somebody that went above and beyond and did more than they should be tipped. But we at the window, we haven't done nothing yet. I literally placed the order, pulled around, and you handed me the toggle. I'm, yup. So it's reasons like that why she can't go on camera with her facial expression. Cause you should have seen the look on my face when um it it was funny. uh okay, here we go. Cry in a River from Swartz Designs. Matt's working on a Spangler. Dawn, she's working on, oh, she says I remember seeing something about I didn't realize when you said a Pinson that that meant Chucky. I'm sorry. I saw it, but I didn't pay it much attention. I'm sorry. I am working on Two Whips White Moon and Easter Egg Hunters. Michelle's working on Holly Jolly Christmas. Here's Rochelle. She is working on Stacy Nash Gingerbread Man Oh, a needle book for Jingle Ball. So she's crocheting, I mean, cross stitching, guys. When it's a normal job, the only tip I tip is when they say to hit no on the machine. No on the machine. So, had I been sitting there for a while and the person that was at the counter said, "Here, it looks like we're backing up. Let me go and help. That way we can, get the line cleared through." I would tip. But I'm the only person in line. I'm sitting here. I just pulled around. Um, Even if it take two of y'all, it's just one of me. Like I just didn't understand what the tip was for. And you work in the window. That's like pulling up at McDonald's and you place the order. And then by the time you get to the window, before you even get anything, they're like, "You want a tip? If so, let's go ahead and push it." Like, what did you do outside and you didn't bring it out and bring it to me? Those people should get a tip if you do curbside. Um, but oh yeah, I know I'm sound like an old woman now because when I say that to younger people, they be looking at me like their face be all wrenched up, like, "What you mean? All these little pennies, the change that they pay us." uh, I tell y'all, I may have to turn 30 this year. I'm so scared. It's a hurdle that I'm just not ready to cross yet. But at some point, these thoughts of mine, I'm gonna have to just, I feel like soon as I say it, I'm gonna instantly turn into Medea. I don't want that. I don't, I don't want that. But Matt already told me I remind him of Big Mama. Medea is next. I'm pretty sure, right, Matt? I feel that like on the tip coming. Like some places it's just the system and they don't expect it. So tell me not to, and I'll give you a couple bucks if you expect it for no reason. Sorry, Kel is laughing. You know I'm right, Kel. That's the corporate expected to pass it on to the customers. Okay. Well, it could be true. It could be corporate. It could be. It could be. Just don't highlight it. I would probably grab that dongle, hit no myself, and say, "Are you, using a debit or credit or something like that?" And keep it moving. That's that's what I would do. So bad. I'm so bad. Um, also want to make sure I remind you guys. There's my poom poom, my little baby Tiara. Say hi, everyone. That's my baby. Except she not a baby no more. She don't like it when I say that, but yeah, she loves dinosaurs. And she is a middle school teacher, so she not so much a baby no more. You never know. I'm capable of anything. I believe you. I totally believe you. Um, Up this weekend, Saturday is our morning laughs with Lizzie and Tia, or Tia and Lizzie. Um, there are times where Lizzie, I gotta calm her down. We had these shirts made because Lizzie is the diamond painting police, and I tease her about it all the time. And sometimes Lizzie, she can be hard to handle, and so that's why I tease her and things like that, because I feel like I'm doing my part as her bestie to keep her calm and things. She went to an event today. I'm gonna let her talk to y'all about it because she probably gonna need to get it off her chest. But she went to an event at the job today. Um, she wasn't describing the food to be good at all. So I can't wait till she kind of shares that with. She had me cracking up. My stomach was hurting so bad. But she was just telling me how, this stuff should have been, and it was horrible. And, it was later in the day also. But make sure you guys stay tuned because I'm pretty sure Saturday is going to be fun as she describes this work event and how horrible it was. I just watched something about added charges to food bills. Yep, it's horrible. They sure do. I don't mind if I go to a restaurant, because somebody's cooking it, and that's not the person that's bringing it to you. And we have people that are on their feet all day. Those are traditionally places that I would tip. Um, Whenever someone's doing something that, like if I'm at the airport and you know, s- I check my bag and things. When you get to check it soon as you pull up, that's an added convenience. You're not having to go inside, stand in line, and things like that. Nobody wants to pay that. I pay extra and I tip because I enjoy when someone offers an additional, amenity and things. But if this just your regular job, you put your cap on and this what you do, and it doesn't, there's no others, then I'm confused at. I can understand, somebody being nice in customer service and stuff, and sometimes, we reward great customers. So somebody just making us feel good when we having a bad day. I think it's the expectation of this additional tip and things that is hard for me to the pill to swallow. So let's not have horrible expectations. I guess that's the best way to say it. Don't expect me to do nothing more than I'm going to do. And if I do, then it's my choice. There we go. I hope I said that right. Because y'all know my face will start to think about it and the real meaning will come out. Waitresses never ask if I want a refill, but they ask my spouse. Makes me so makes me so that would maybe they're deferring to the gentleman. Maybe, they're old fashioned and they're deferring. Remember back in the old days when men would, take the lead and they would place the order for you and things like that. So maybe it could be akin to old fashioned, traditional, um, what do they call it? Etiquette, I guess. I'm not sure. I've never done the like socialite where they go to what is that school, like charm school, and they kind of teach you, oh, this is the polite way, when you are fine dining and things. Maybe that could be why, if y'all going to a nice restaurant and things like that, maybe they could say if you see a couple and they're an obvious couple, make sure you kind of defer your questions. Like I would ask a man if he wanted the menu with the prices or something like that. Would you like the main menu or something like that? No, they even take his glass and bring him. Well, I was trying, Tammy. I literally was trying. I was helping. I thought I was helping. Oh, we're taking it back to an old fashioned time. It's the perfect way to show etiquette. They just being rude. It sounds like they are just being rude. Do you ever say something like, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'm here too"? That might set them off. But I probably would say something like, "Hello, hi, I'm invisible. All these shoulders, and I'm invisible." So I probably would say it like that. In any case, I love you guys for hanging out with me this evening and for letting me kind of showcase some new things that I have coming up with PalmPal pens. Yay! Showcasing the Sparkle All the Way pen. That is what a lot of you guys are competing for the Sparkle All the Way collab. This is the second year for that with J. Rob and Dippin' Time. You guys know her as Rhonda. So I thank you very much for that. And again, stay tuned. We will be back on this Saturday with Morning Laughs with Tia and Lizzie or Lizzie and Tia, whichever you prefer, however you want to say it. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you all. You guys have a great evening. And I will see you Saturday morning. Bye. Blind.